what appears to be a technical glitch here, but it's not going to put us through any emotional strain, which we are not going to, which we are not here to expend. It is not going to put us through any emoting this afternoon. If it doesn't work, we will work and get out of here. If it works, oh fine. We will work together and get out of here. Yeah. Okay, it's Confessions Thursday. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Okay, my name is Joyce, and it's 36 minutes past 12. Ladies and gentlemen, Confessions Thursday. Okay, just a moment. I'll come back to that. Today on the Lords of Logic, we need to define fact. Because, you know, this is our conversation on logic and emotions. Last week, a handful of people, they seemed to agree, but I don't even think you properly comprehend why you're agreeing. On WhatsApp, however, a few of our listeners attempted to separate what constructs logicality, which they say is based on fact, and what constitutes emotions. So today on the show, I've noticed that even the very language of let's be logical, let's not be emotional, is operational on the premise that one can be separated from the other, which I personally disagree with. Two, there is the supposition that to use emotion as a functional means at arriving at reason is weak. Somebody write that down, because I need to requote that. The use of emotion as a functional means to arrive at, you haven't even started writing. The use of emotion as a functional piece or tool to arriving at reason or logic is weak. Do you have it, honey? That means you're not fast at class when they were dictating. I hate this teacher. Oh, dictations in secondary school. The teacher just comes and like, when
it's not time to read, they can't understand what is in the book. I'm
welcome.
Like, what did I write here?
The worst were those ones whose voices were not loud enough.
Sorry, sir, please, can you
repeat that
again?
Hello, welcome. We're taking notes now. If you're not in the class, well, I don't know what to tell you. We begin. Biology.
The use of emotion as a functional piece or tool to arriving where? I got lost from that side.
Okay, arriving at reason or logic is wrong.
That's
a premise. That's the supposition that if you use emotion to arrive at logic, it is wrong. So today on the show, we will attempt at... That was not a note. You can't be weak already. Today, we're going to define fact. Because there is what you think facts are, and I think collectively we can try define fact. So basically, the same conversation is ongoing, but I think I want to untie what appears to be the obstacle in the fluidity of our collective reason, or maybe is our collective attempt to understand how logic and emotions work. I'm of the position that logic and emotions have a neural pathway, that logic and emotion are interdependent. You use one to arrive at the other. Logic is the most inferior form of reason. Write that down, honey. So you can debate me. The reason I'm giving you all of this is so that when the time comes, you can be like, yeah, Joyce, so I think I disagree. And then you can tell me why you disagree. Logic, the way you put it, is an inferior form of reasoning. All right? Good. And then what else do I want to leave you with? And the reason I'm leaving you with all of this is so that when the time comes, you know what you're looking at, so that when you're calling in for with your contributions, you have a good foundation to lay your arguments on. Okay, I can't remember the other one, but I think these two that I've mentioned are quite fundamental. Plus, we're defining fact. I'm going to also leave you with a clue. You may use it, may not use it, but it's a clue. In my observation or in my reason, I think fact can be 1D or 3D. So if you use that premise to attempt at understanding what can constitute a fact, come up with your best scenario. Fact can be the conjuring of 1D kind of reasoning or 3D kind of reasoning. One is superior to the other. So let's attempt the Lords of Logic honestly. Do me a favor. What if you're right about it? Why is, have you heard the phrase, and all you're getting, get understanding? Okay, good. So why is reason important? Like, why is good, sound judgment important? It's important because you make the best decision. First, you make a decision. And because your judgment is sound, you make the best decision. And we can truly look at the quality of life of a person, a nation, or people by the decisions they've made. So if you ask me, I think if there's something you should have far more superior to having money would be understanding. So if you fail at understanding, you may have the best intentions, but make the worst decisions. Even write that down, honey.
Nuggets.
Okay, so I'm going to get out of the way. We begin Confessions Thursday. Are you done, honey?
No, I didn't get that last one.
You're joking.
If you fail at skinny.
Good intentions. Oh, I can't remember what I said. Good intentions, something. No matter how good. Well, no, wait. No matter how good intentioned, you can make a bad decision. Yeah, I know that's what I said. No matter how good intentioned, you can make a bad decision just because your reasoning is poor. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can look at your life and look at all the instances where you made a decision, thought you made the best decision, and it was made out of good intention, only for you to realize that the decision you made is taking you to hell. So there is a popular pop culture quote that says the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I'm sure you've heard that before. Haven't you heard that? Yeah, that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So good intentions is not enough because you may have good intentions and make the worst decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with all the pleasure in my heart that I truly hope that you would partake not only in the Lords of Logic, but of the communion of what it means to be refined in reason and judgment. I think nothing makes you so beautiful. Well, a number of things can make you beautiful, but I think this proof of your beauty is that you're capable of reason because you have understanding. I know you like all the things I'm saying. Good, I'll meet you on the other side when it's time for the Lords of Logic. My name's Joyce. Kemi, you're going to read all of that for intro on the Lords of Logic, so I hope you can see your own handwriting.
I'm trying.
99.3 Nigeria for you on the sunny side. My name's Joyce. I bid you welcome to the sunny side. Look, I've been doing a little bit too much talking. We're going to go off on a break shortly. I want to go off on a short musical break. When we come back, so my friends, my colleagues who are live streaming, we need to catch our breath, okay? We're going to go off on a break. When we come back, Confessions Thursday. When you're calling, you don't say your name. The secrets, however dark, the darker the better. I love, well, you know why. But rest assured, you will not be judged or condemned. We're hoping that whatever opinions come your way in order to partake in your confession or to prefer solutions to your questions during confessions, it's not aimed at condemning you. So do not feel the need to, do not feel shy, harassed, do not feel afraid, do not feel that you will be condemned publicly. We don't know your name, we can't see your face. We're just interested in the story. We all hope to learn from your story. And as long as you're willing to share your secrets, we're more willing listeners than we are critiques of your own life experience. A short musical break, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. there's a volume imbalance here. It is really grating on our nerves. But yeah, we don't care. We look pretty. We smell good. We're ready for work. 99.3 Nigeria Info's Confessions Thursday. Telephone number is Cami.
Okay, the mail line is 0201-277-0993, 0201-277-0993. The female line is 0201 465-7190, 0201-465-7190, and the WhatsApp number is 009-597-5805, 009-597-5805.
All right. So first, we want to quickly give you some information, and then we're just in the heart of the matter.
Lagos, if you're looking for the right path to live, study, work abroad without losing your funds to unscrupulous travel agents, or you're just looking for funds to finance your overseas plans, and this is your intention, then you cannot afford to miss out on this exclusive opportunity and reserve your seat for the premium Jackpot seminar with Uzo Odudoba of Wazobia FM. Here, you will gain valuable insights, access to travel loans, learn proven strategies, get insider tips, and network with industry leaders, have one-on-one discussions with seasoned travel experts, and take the next step towards achieving your traveling goals. Date is Saturday, 4th of October, 2025. It's so close. Venue is ITF Building, 5th floor, Fulshaw Williams Avenue, Ikwari, Costain, Lagos. Time is 12 noon prompt, so you have to be punctual. And this event has an access fee of 20,000 naira that admits just one person. Okay, for seat reservation and further inquiries, contact the numbers I'm about to call now: 0802 383 1303, 002 383 1303, and you have 0802 377 0699, 0802 377 0699. Hurry up now and secure your spots before seats are filling up fast. And if you miss it, I'm sorry for you. This event is the Jackpot Seminar with Uzo Dudoba of Wazobia FM, and it's powered by Strong Voice Media and proudly supported by Wazobia FM, Cool FM, and Nigeria Info. Note, we do not give visas here. So we are starting with messages from last week. Let me see. All right. This one says, good afternoon, Joyce and everyone. I don't know why you sent me your name, but okay. It says, for me, she says, my extent of illogical love is as far as me praying more for my husband than myself, even before we got married, wishing that even if death comes, it should take me first, because I can't stand the pain of living without my husband. I always prayed, if God grants us wealth, he should take 80%. Is this normal? I begin to question my sanity.
I think the reason for which you do it is what we have to pry into. It doesn't sound abnormal. So one, you say it's illogical. Love is illogical. We're all going to converge at 2 p.m. here live to discuss logic and emotions at 2 p.m. on the Lords of Logic. But it depends on, I think the motive for it would determine whether, we have to pry into the motive. But if you loved him, which you say, I don't think you should call it illogical. That's the beginning of a new kind of problem. It's love, except it's something else. If it's love is what it is. We can't subject love to logicality, because that's a form of confinement, and to attempt to interpret something that defies reason or logic. So it's an impulse. You do not, particularly when it is something as love, you do not subject impulse to reason. So to call it illogical is already looking for logicality. So let me help you, girl. You love the guy. End of story. It is not illogical, it's what it is. Good. Now you want him to prosper. You want him to make money. You want to die before him. Don't be in a hurry. If you loved him, no, I'm serious. If you loved him that hard, if he died today, I was reading a story about 2 weeks ago about a couple who were so in love. They were married for how many years? 50 something years. The husband died, and 29 days later, the wife died. It's like sometimes you honestly can't. It's not. It goes without saying. I know a friend who flew into the country for his mother's funeral. So the mother flew to Canada for cancer treatment, died in Canada. They flew her to Nigeria for a funeral. Then he calls me from the hometown and says, my dad has been talking of dying, that he can't live without his wife.
Yeah.
And before they put the woman in the grave, the father died. So they buried 2 parents. Yeah, all right, good. Don't be in a hurry. Just if you're sure you love the guy, don't worry. What's going to happen? Well, of course. What's she doing here? We're off on a break.
Okay.
And I think, it's beautiful.
More talk, news, and sports after this. This October 1st, Lagos will shake. Get ready for the biggest night in boxing history. Chaos in the ring. From the USA to the UK, from Ghana, Tanzania, Morocco, and Nigeria, the Warriors are coming to the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. 10,000 seats, VIP lounges on the arena floor, VVIP experiences like never before. Electrifying walkout featuring international celebrities and musicians. This Independence Day, witness power, glory, and pride collide in the ring. Chaos in the ring. October 1st at Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Onikon, Lagos. Tickets available now at onboard.com. For inquiries, simply call 0708-781-9376. On Instagram is at Balmora Promotions. Don't miss history in the making. Chaos in the ring. Brought to you by Balmora Group Promotions and American Promotions.
Are you finding it difficult listening to your favorite talk radio Nigeria info via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now, launch the app on your device. Click the 3 lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Oh, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Say hello, Lagos. Hello, Port Harcourt. Hello, Abuja. This is Kids FM, the family fun radio. Kids FM is packed with exciting drama, engaging games, inspiring stories, great music, and the kind of conversations that bring families even closer. From sunrise to sunset, we've got something special for everyone in the family. Kids FM is fun for children, cool for teens, and just perfect for parents. It's more than radio.
It's packed with educational content such as language shows, quizzes, storytelling, fun facts, and many more.
It's a family experience you can count on every single day. So, wherever you are, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, or anywhere around the world, you can tune in live on 101.7 Kids FM or stream online at kidsfm.ng. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at kids.fm.ng for all the fun updates, giveaways, and behind-the-scene moments. Kids FM, let's play!
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info. You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the Sun.
.3 Nigeria Info. Lagos, are you a secondary school student and have you heard this gist before? If not, please listen up. Attention secondary schools in Lagos, it's back bigger, better, and bolder than ever. It's the season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Tournament, and this November, the battle for ultimate bragging rights begin. If you have what it takes to face the brightest young minds in Lagos, or your school, you feel that your school can rise, debate, and claim the crown, then this is your moment, okay? Registration is currently ongoing and it will close September 30th. Yes, 2025, not next year. September 30th, this month it will close. So do not miss it, okay? Remember, registration is school based, not individual based. You come as a school. So gather your team and secure your spot early. So go to the website www.nigeriainfo.fm, click on the I Beg to Differ banner, fill the form, and that's it, you're in, okay? They'll get back to you. So go visit the website www.nigeriainfo.fm, click on the I Beg to Differ banner, fill the form, and that's it. Don't forget, it's not just a debate, it's the Tournament of Champions. It's I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
Real stories, real news.
Again, armed herders invade Benue community.
Insecurity will still continue if nothing is done to security retirees who have retired.
You as a government body. Yeah, but you as a government body, you have a responsibility.
Chapman is tackling Dangote for slashing those petrol prices.
We're the ones that have been involved in the free subsidy. Now again, they don't want us to have peace.
Inflation in Nigeria drops by 5th month in a row.
Local communities in Katsina State have reportedly entered into negotiations with armed groups.
The president has decided he no longer wants to rest. Is that emergency in Nigeria?
This is 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the Sun.
Confessions Thursday.
Hello,
to
good
have you.
afternoon.
Welcome, it's
Hello,
Confessions
good afternoon,
Thursday.
Joyce. Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes. Do you have a confession?
Yes, kind of. I have a confession.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if I can add my dad to this call. He's the one that really have the confession to confess.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, that's a disconnection.
I think he's trying to add.
Oh, okay.
I think I need to call him back. I'll
Okay.
call you back.
All right, so I'll be
Thank you.
here. I'll be here. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. It's Confessions Thursday. Confessions Thursday, you're listening to Nigeria Info. Remember, when you call in, you don't say your name. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Af-
I'm Stephen. My name is Stephen.
Do
Okpara.
not say your name.
Okay.
Do you have a confession?
Hello? Yes, I just want to complain about something, please.
Okay, let's hear it.
Please, I'm Stephen Okpara, and I'm somebody that has been sick. I'm having this sickness for some time. Since December, I've been taking a lot of blood, up to 26 pints of blood. And I just want to, I need help from all Nigerians because they say because it's something that I've been going through and there's nothing I can do about it. I've been to your studio there last week on Tuesday and they told me that I went to see them there, but there wasn't any way I can come in at the security gates. So I came back. So I just want you people, because it says because I'm suffering from Sickness. Sickness. Hello. Hello. So I'm just suffering from. They say it was ulcer before, but I've done a lot of tests. I've gone to General Hospital Ikorodu. I've been to Lasut. At Lut. So now they've confirmed that they've confirmed about it.
Is someone thinking for you?
Hello?
Well, it's Confessions Thursday. You hardly have a confession. You're not even sure what your problem is. You don't know it by name. You don't know it by speech. You don't know it by conscience. I'm sorry.
No, I'm really suffering from it now. This has been worrying me. I've taken a lot of points of blood and it's cancer. They say it's cancer now. So the cancer has been eating deep, and for more than 4 months now, I've not gone to anywhere now. So I just need the help of Nigerians to come to my aid to help me, please.
Oh, well, I can be the first to help you. You have to change your diet. You have to try fasting. That works. You can read about it.
Hello, I need help, please.
I just told you. I just gave you help. I just offered help. You change your diet. You eat natural food. You try intermittent fasting. You can read about it. It works. People have reversed cancer doing that.
I need help. They have been to the hospital and they need a lot of money. I've spent a lot of money.
Yeah, and I'm telling you what is less money if you know exactly what to do. You try natural food. You change your entire diet. And you try intimate. Yeah, he doesn't like that. All right, well, but thank you so much for calling me. I do appreciate. Confessions Thursday. Kemi.
Can I go on? Okay. So this is also a confession from last week. This person says, "Good afternoon, Joyce and Kemi. My confession is that if y'all break up and still can't leave each other alone, what does that mean?"
Who is y'all?
It's like y'all, like if you're so it's trying to say that he doesn't want to refer to himself.
Are you
alone?
Are you afraid or ashamed of what you feel?
Like if y'all break up and can't leave each other.
If you love someone, you cannot be ashamed about it. I know you have to damn what society has told you. There's nothing to be ashamed in loving someone. Isn't this also why it's necessary for you to learn what something is, so that if you're going to embody it, you can embody it without shame? It's not sin. It's not disgraceful. People can have an opinion. You shouldn't care about it if it's the truth. Okay, good. You were saying.
Okay. This person says, "Good afternoon, Joyce. Lately, I always
is that your guy?
No, that's not.
So
yeah,
your guy.
No.
Well, so no. But then we haven't touched on the core of it. So he's saying if you can get over someone.
Yeah, if you all break up and can still get over each other, what does that mean? Like they can't leave each other alone. That's what he's saying.
So there are a number of things. You are dependent, so you need someone to depend on. There are people who can't be alone. They always need somebody. So the dependency forces you to always need someone, even when particularly when the person is not good for you. And sometimes a person may not necessarily be bad for you, but you don't have feelings for them, and you know it in your gut that, I don't have feelings for this person, but you don't like to be alone, so you just stick around. A lot of people do it in relationships. They marry on that and and have a life. Like, I don't, but what are we going to, should we ask women how many of them want to come outside? Off, I'm serious, just off of the notion that I don't like, I married wrong, or I made a wrong decision with my choice, or I'm not in love with this person. But we'll just stay here. Yeah, we just can't leave like that. So we'll just stay here, whatever death means, whenever it comes. Yeah. And then sometimes people are also afraid of criticism, except those who don't care for criticism. So there's that. If you're the sort of person who doesn't like to be alone. And then there is you love the person. So every time you attempt detachment, it doesn't work. Like, I need not even tell you. Like, you can just tell when you love someone, and you know it's not a psychological problem. You know you don't have an emotional problem. So So because you don't have an emotional problem of dependency, then your logic of, or your comprehension of what your situation is rather just straightforward and clear. So if you love someone really, purely, truly, and your attempt detachment, the first thing that happens is the impracticability or the difficulty of a successful detachment. You're unable to detach. So you just decide if you're dependent, afraid to be alone, or you're in love. And if you're in love, I don't know you'll ever have enough opportunities in life to do the right thing. Sometimes you'll never have a second chance.
That's it.
So if you're in love, run forward. Run to the person. So I don't know if this is male or female. If you're in love, run to them. Like, you go there. I watched a video lately of a British guy who was asked, I think he appeared to be like 70 something, like real old guy. And he was asked, what is your regret in life? And he said, I didn't make the right decision to marry the woman that I loved. I was stalling. I was taking things for granted, and time passed and things changed. And the opportunity never came back. And every time I sit back and I think about life, I wish I didn't make that mistake. Now, some of you would have a second chance. Many of you will not have a second chance. Now, I'm serious. You'll never have a second chance. So if this is it, don't get arrogant. Don't get stupid. Don't become a victim of the opinions in society or of society. If this is good by every measure and standard of good, then you run to it. Good luck.
This person says, good afternoon, Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, I always find myself admiring my wife's younger sister who lives with us. I know. He says, I traveled for over 6 months now. Sometimes I even see her at my wife's sister, wearing some of my tops, making TikTok posts and so on. I don't know what to do.
Wait, sorry, bring it back.
So,
your wife's sister wears your clothes.
Yeah, now she's using them to make TikTok posts.
Your wife's sister.
He says, I and my wife love ourselves so much, but her sister is too sad. So what do I do now? Yeah, Ojukoko is worrying you. Go ahead, do what you want to do. Any more advice? What? He just said the lady is sad. How do you bring back a finished man?
I don't think he's serious.
What?
You see, it would be
analyzing the post.
No, it would be easy.
Let him come back from 6 months and then send us message that he's back.
No,
has finally done what he
No. He cannot be serious.
Okay, so
I want to, for his own sake, assume he's not serious. So he's not serious. Thank you so much for writing me.
All right,
serious fellow.
Whatever you want to do next. This person says, it says, hi guys. My confession is thus. My friend's wife and I attended the same university here in the UK. I recently got to find out that she's having an affair with another married coursemate, because I went to visit this coursemate and found her there, and they just finished having an argument over him cheating on her with another coursemate. I am so angry at her, first of all, for disgracing my friend like this. Do you think I should report to her husband, my friend, who lives in Nigeria at the moment, and speak so highly about his woman? I have been fighting this for months. Anytime I see her, I get so pissed. So should I go about the reconnection again? He has a friend.
No, I heard it the first time.
Now let's talk about the intimate. That one, there's a lot of married people just doing stuff. I hope you understand how many married people are involved in this.
Okay, so Lagos, I want to drag you into this. So here is why I think I would like not for my opinion.
Okay.
Because there's a moral duty to not be silent in the face of evil. There is your own personal philosophy.
Yeah.
You know, there is the... I don't know what he means when he says this is my friend, because what I think you should not do as a human being, you should not stand before someone with a different face and a different motive. Like you cannot be two-faced, and I think it's for the sake of honor and for character that you're not two things. That you're something. And these are all like just personal philosophies. It's like, would you, if this is a friend where you go to their house, you'll have dinner together, and you sit down, and you eat, you have dinner with, like, you sit down with them and you eat. I don't know if that's what he means when he says, "Oh, we're friends." And so he's like, well, yeah, we're kind of, we hang out, we go out for dinners, we go to parties together, that kind of closeness, right? And the woman is cheating on him, and you're silent.
Yes, asking.
So it's not just the woman who is evil. The guy is also evil. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So there are a number of ways about this. So sometimes you may have enough courage to just blot it out. And other times you're going to say, speak to your wife about something. Like, you can find an inlet. Like, you can.
Direction to go, so it doesn't look like.
So I don't know how close they are. So Lagos, because if it's me, I'll just say, oh yeah, do this. But
I mean, she's having an affair with another married cosmate, and she's arguing about that other married cosmate is cheating on her with another cosmate. Wow.
They're sleeping with each other. The whole class. And then there's also the fact that, is this a case of my husband is cheating on me too, and we just have to look married, so I do what I do and he does what he does about it, including cheating.
Wow.
Then when we see, we see.
Nice one.
All right, so Lagos, welcome to Confessions Thursday. I don't know what you're all doing, but it's here. Some of the things you do have come here, like this one. Let's talk. I'll give you a minute to speak on this if you have any advice for this brother. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce, once again.
Confessions Thursday. You have a confession, right?
Yeah, actually.
Go ahead, please.
I was the one that called earlier on regards to my dad.
Oh, sure, please.
I told you that I want to connect him to the line, but he also was trying at the same time, so that was the reason why
you couldn't
could not reach him.
Yeah.
Yes, so he was the one that called after immediately when I dropped the call. He was the one. I think he could not really express himself very well. They stay at Korodu, and I stay at Bagada here. So what really happened is that because I actually want him to speak for himself, so that was the reason why I said I should call him. So what happened is that since last year, he has been he worked for in like 17 years. He worked in 17 years at Dangote Sugar. So as a casual staff. So as a casual staff for 17 years. So last year he stopped working because of his age and all. So we started developing tiredness and all. So before we know, to cut all the long story short, his blood level was 11%. His blood level was 11%, and from there we started doing a lot of tests. They asked us to go to what is it called, Shomolu General Hospital. They asked us to go to Korodu General Hospital. So it took about 24 or 22 pounds of blood. From there, we have been doing a lot of tests, and before they now discover, in fact, it took a while before they let us to realize that it is cancer. That is cancer of stomach. Because before then, he has been complaining about ulcer and all. So the reason why we are calling now is that we need Nigerians to help. Because we've really spent a lot, Madam Joyce. We've really spent a lot. And I'm with you.
Not saying anything. So, we'll ask Lagos to advise you what they think you should do about your father's health.
Okay. I will really appreciate.
Thank you so much for calling me.
Thank you, too.
Confessions Thursday, 99.3 Nigeria Info. So if you have any advice for this young man, how best his father can go about the treatment of his ailment, we'll really appreciate every commentary, every contribution. Every contribution in any way. Thank you so much. Confessions Thursday. Okay, Kemi, it's your turn. Go.
good afternoon, Joyce. Briefly, an advice, but it's going to be to that man last week that called him from Canada. Is it allowed? Just a brief word.
You want to speak on a
Hello?
confession from last week?
Yes, just the brief. That man from Canada.
It doesn't even help anybody. I don't even know what you're about to refer to. Let's stick to today's confessions, I beg you. Please.
Okay. So
Please, thank you.
Yeah, okay. No,
Yeah.
yeah, thank you.
All right, Kemi.
So, we're leaving the UK guy, right?
Who's the UK guy?
That's the UK guy that went with
Oh
somebody.
yeah, so please, if you have any advice for this Nigerian in the UK who says that his friend's wife is equally a student, but he has noticed that she's cheating on his friend, and he, out of conscience, thinks he has a duty to tell the friend, what do you say? I would say yes.
Yes, what?
Yeah, tell your friend.
Yeah, but like how?
Oh, well, just say, I would like for you to speak to your wife about your relationship and find out whether there are any issues. And he's going to say, oh, well, did you notice something? Did you see something?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not sure what it is I saw.
Okay.
Because that way, you're in.
But you're out?
But you're out.
Okay.
You're in, but you haven't nailed yourself to any one particular thing. Because, hey, you could be wrong. This may just be course mates. They like to read together with candle lights. Maybe they like cakes. Maybe they like slow music. Maybe they like seafood. Maybe they like night walks. Maybe they like to hold hands. Maybe they miss their childhood. Anything can be.
I love the way you are defending this.
No. I'm saying that what you see may not be what it is. So it's fair that you have an assumption. So you can just say, well, I noticed this, see whether you can talk to her about anything. What did you see?
Like, I see them in the act. You just saw her
exactly.
You cheated on me to another married man.
All right, good. There you go.
It didn't make sense.
Lagos, let's hear you. Welcome to the show. It's the sunny side.
Hello, good afternoon.
Nigeria Info is confessions. Welcome. Do you have a confession?
No. I want to react to that.
Okay, real quick. 1 minute. Go ahead.
You see, what I will advise is this. The guy should tell his friend because his friend is a man. The difference between a man and a woman is that men know how to keep it. Me and you, if we are both men, and even if we are fighting killing ourselves, there's no way one day I will bring such a thing to insult you. But woman, that will use to insult me so that everybody will hear. So let him tell his friend, so his friend will know how to handle it from there. Thank you.
All right. I appreciate. We're live streaming on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM on YouTube. Good afternoon to you and welcome. Hello.
Guys, good afternoon.
Afternoon to you.
This is Mr. Frank.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yes. The Bible says that what God have joined together, no one should put asunder. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm listening. Go ahead. You have 50 more seconds.
He has no business in that case. If he should report to the husband what the lady is doing over there, then he has to report to the wife over there what the husband is doing here. The man will not tell me that he has been an innocent man since when the woman left.
Oh, well.
And again, he will not tell me that they did not discuss it. This woman must have been there for 2 or 3 years. Do you think that the woman is going to be like a frozen chicken in that place without any other thing, without all this coal over there? This will be happening. They must have discussed it. So let them mind their business. Let this guy don't go and scatter that family. They should settle their scores.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Confessions Thursday. Look at you. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Good afternoon.
It's Confessions Thursday. Welcome. Do you have a confession?
No, I just want to contribute.
Go ahead. 1 minute.
I think, to me, the way I reason, it is, I don't, my philosophy, I don't suspect women and I don't trust them. Yes, so in this case now, if you make up your mind to sponsor maybe your wife outside the country or your girlfriend, you should also have it in mind that anything can happen. Also that a woman is a rational being that can take decision at any time, even if he is very close to you. So if I were his friend, I don't think it is necessary for me. Why should the man that sponsored the lady is supposed to know that it is possible for her to have a date over there now when he considered the distance? So does it really make any sense to say I want to do amicable to tell my friend that he has an
So he should be silent then. Mind your
It
business.
doesn't make sense. Let
All right.
the man know that the girlfriend will have an affair. Thank you.
Thank you. Confessions Thursday, you're listening to Nigeria Info. It's good to have you join our conversation.
Hey, hello.
Yeah, welcome. Do you have a confession?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yeah, hello.
I can hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's Confessions Thursday.
Just 30
What's your
30
confession?
second contribution. I beg, this kind of thing happens to me where we say, I go do amicable, go tell person, say, your girlfriend was cheating. This was years ago. Later, the guy find out he was cheating, they broke up. They are now married. And they are married with kids. When I saw them with the kids and family, that is with the kids, all of them were driving. Shame catch me, I run, come off of streets. I don't know how they'll be looking at me, saying they won't put asunder. So the advice is that just make that guy, just keep his mouth quiet, turn aside. Who even told him, you don't know where is the wife that is working there sending the husband money here? You want to scatter breadwinner something? What if she...
99.3 Nigeria Info. Right back.
This October 1st, Nigeria marks another year of independence. The big question is, how far have we really come? From the first flag hoisted in 1960 to the challenges of today, how has Nigeria fared since independence? Have we truly managed our democratic progress? Or are we still finding our way? Join all your favorite hosts on Nigeria Info FM together at one table with special guest analysts for a no-holds-barred conversation on The Round Table. Independence Day special. Date Wednesday, October 1st. Time 9 a.m. Don't just celebrate. Join the conversation that defines our nation. The Round Table on Nigeria Info FM. Lagos, let's talk. Secondary schools in Lagos. Season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament is coming this November. And this time, the battle for secondary schools with ultimate bragging right is officially on. Do you have what it takes to go head-to-head with the brightest young minds in Lagos? Can your school rise to the challenge and claim the crown? Then this is your moment. The I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate is calling your school. Registration opens September 1 and closes September 30. Registration for the I Beg to Differ Season 9 is school-based, only for schools. So gather your team and secure your spot early. To register, visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ Debates banner on the homepage. Fill out the registration form and hit submit. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
On Nigeria Info Daily Winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. This is where the headlines meet the hot takes.
What are the feelings of people knowing that Fubara is set to return as governor of Rivers State?
We have crisis before, we have actions during, and definitely there will be some actions after.
Regulation of food prices. I think that some miracle is supposed to happen, and our magician is the president.
The farmers that you are giving directive to say you want to crash the full price, that not only farmers.
You know, some of these monies that we've continuously been taxed.
Like, seriously. Or they were just brought in by devil to come and make us suffer.
Ogi
that youth take weapons and food to bandits.
Nigeria's investors who are in the diaspora are complaining. You are asking investors who are not in Nigeria to come and invest. Are you kidding me?
Stay with us on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the Sun.
We're back. It's Confessions Thursday. Remember when you called in, you don't say your name. Hello. If you can hear me, hello.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Do you have a confession?
No, I want to.
Hello, welcome. It's Confessions Thursday. Please, you remember when you call in, you don't say your name. Speak up for us.
This is Chris. I want to talk about the man who want to report the friend's wife.
You have a minute.
Did the man tell you to monitor his wife?
Hey.
He should mind his business. Joyce, please, one of us lost her mom. I want to say may Mama so rest in peace. I'm talking about Madam Lucky from Ibejuleki.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, she lost her mom the other day.
Oh, may her soul rest in peace.
In Jesus' name. Thank you.
May the soul of the departed rest in peace. Thank you so much. 99.3 Nigeria Info is Confessions Thursday. Remember when you call in, you don't say your name. Hello.
Hi, Lady J. Good afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon to you.
1 minute, please.
Go ahead.
For this other guy, mom's the word. Like Joyce would always say, child, bite your tongue. It's none of your business. Go get something to do. Bye.
All right.
Is it your sweeper? I could have said it before. But I said, let me not jump. Let me let Lagos do it. And now they've done it. Wow, what's up? Nice.
It's Confessions Thursday. When you call in, you don't say your name. All right, so I guess all of you are telling the brother to mind the business that pays him. Okay. Hello, welcome. How are you?
Hello, Joyce.
Yeah, it's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Good afternoon. I don't have a contribution. I have a contribution.
Go ahead, please.
I think I'm also of the philosophy that people should learn to mind their business.
Wow.
People should mind their business. Joyce, what thing concern you and other people's affairs? People should mind their business. I beg. Bye-bye.
Oh, okay.
Snitches get stitches.
Kemi, why are you excited?
Snitches get.
So now remember that there is so we don't know, because he is saying that this is his. Nobody's thinking about the friendship here. So if that were truly your friend, okay, you know what? I'll just take what you say.
There's how they would tell him. They won't tell him. They would tell him like they're not telling him.
What are you saying?
Exactly. Now that's what the husband will not be saying. What are you saying? I leave the rest to you.
You're on crack.
It's wisdom, Joyce. Wisdom.
It's Confessions Thursday.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. You have a confession?
Yeah. No, I want to speak on the man who has cancer.
Yeah, go ahead. You have a minute. Go ahead.
Beautiful, beautiful. About 3 years ago, I stumbled on a woman on this very station, Nigeria Info, telling people how she conquered cancer. She said she was taking only bitter leaf and ugu leaf. She would blend and drink. That was all that she was taking during that period.
Yeah.
Ugu and bitter leaf. She would blend and drink. She even said that sometimes when she could not, there was no light, she couldn't put on generator, there was no money to buy fuel, she would go into the kitchen and chew and chew and chew until she is filled and she will get out.
Well, thank you for
I
that.
remember the compere asking her, why do you lock yourself into the kitchen, inside the kitchen? She said because she didn't want her children to see that she was suffering.
Wow.
And on that program, she said she had been healed for 10 years. For 10 years, she was completely healed before she came to the studio to tell her story.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, am I allowed to mention the woman's name?
No, it's not necessary. I don't think her name is necessary as much as her story is.
Okay.
I want to thank you so much.
Came
Thank
from
you.
Sapele.
Thank you so much. It's a very interesting story because we know the diets can do so much more. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. You don't say your name. Hello, welcome. What's up, caller? You ready? Yeah.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can. I'm with you. Go ahead. You have a confession, right?
I want to speak to the issue on ground.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, so for the man that has the cancer, I would want to go with the line of over here we talk about goals of care. Goals of care is what do you want to achieve in life? They've spent a lot of money to get treatment, and we don't know how far this has spread. So you don't want to use all the money available in the family to go for treatment, and then it still ends up being a death case. So ask yourself, what do I want in life? That will help to determine what you need to do.
What do you
So
think
over
he
here,
wants? He
we talk
wants to
about-
stay alive.
But put it in perspective, because here, even in the hospital, we ask the patient, I'm a doctor, we ask the patient, we tell them the truth, this is far gone. Do you want to go on chemo and radiotherapy and at the end of the day you die, or do you want to just have the best time you have for now until it takes you out? It's a frank conversation that he needs to have.
Okay.
Depending on how far this has spread. So I just want to throw it out there that he needs to have that conversation about it.
Yeah.
Then secondly, we didn't talk much about attraction to the younger sister. It is normal. You just have to talk to yourself. I have one that has been living with us for up to more than a year. It comes up once in a while. You have to keep it down and focus on your wife.
Did you just
It
say
is
it's normal to have
So-
attraction? Hold on. Did you just say it's normal to have a sexual attraction to your wife's sister?
I won't call it a sexual attraction, but having somebody in the house, I won't call it really sexual.
What is it?
It's just that it just comes up. I don't know what it is, but it
No,
just
no,
comes
no,
up
no, no.
once
You
in
are
while.
a
It just-
doctor. You are educated. You can't say you don't know what it is. What's your best guess? Are you attracted to a praying partner? Are you attracted to a guy? Or are you attracted to a woman? What do you mean you don't know what it is? You know what it is. Have enough courage to admit it.
I would call it. I won't call it. I'll call it investments by virtue of having somebody around all the time in the house.
Okay.
In the
But
house,
yeah,
you
but in
feel-
that moment,
you
it's a
feel
sexual. Hold on a second.
in
In
the
that
house.
moment, it's a sexual attraction.
I call it sexual. Okay, let me come from this aspect. He's away, and you are missing your wife, and then your mind throws in something. So that's how it happens to me.
Yeah, you're missing your wife, but you replace her with her sister. Oh, come on.
No,
now.
it's not replacement. It's not replacement because once I come back home and see my wife, it goes away. I focus on my wife, but once you go away for a long time, it comes up. It's just your mind playing trick on you. It's not like you really want to act on it.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm
not
saying that I agree with you. I'm just saying that in that moment, it's a sexual attraction. It's nothing else.
Which is it attraction or lust? I don't even know what it is.
Lust is still sexually. You don't understand. We're saying at the end of that attraction, what is there? Sex. That's what is
It's a
at the
sexual
end.
attraction, yes.
And it only happens when you are outside. But once you come inside, it's over.
All right. So.
So he shouldn't dwell on it, and if possible, work on letting the sister get her own place.
All right.
To stay.
That's a good
That
idea.
will help.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank
And
you.
then thirdly,
I don't have enough time for that.
Go on. I have to hear the last one.
30 seconds.
All right. Okay. For the abroad stuff,
UK.
It happened to me too. My uncle has a family here, and when I knew it was a red flag to report is when the wife starts billing him so much. He calls me and tells me, "Is this thing right?" And I know truly that this woman is overbilling him, and I tell him the right thing. It caused issues. So imagine me now coming to tell my uncle that the wife, it will be disaster. So, but then again, you are right, Joyce. that we should have a moral compass. If it's my close friend, I will tell him, but not directly. I will tell him, when last have you spoken to your wife? Find out what is going on with her. Just indirectly, let him now follow up and see what's happening.
Thank
But
you.
I can't allow my conscience to just go quiet like that. No, I must find a way to give him a green light to talk to the wife.
All right. Thank you. You guys, you check this doctor now. He has a PhD in futuristic medicine, but you don't know what it is.
You can't call it's a watch I'ma call it. Whatever you want to call it, you call it. Everybody have one ways to call it. Let's not.
It's Confessions Thursday. Remember when you're calling, you don't say your name. Hey, welcome to Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon.
Good. You have a confession?
Yes.
Go ahead.
25 years ago.
Yeah? Hello? Lost ya. Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Confessions Thursday.
Yes, good afternoon, Joyce.
Welcome. Do you have a confession?
No, I don't. Just
1 minute.
Contribute. Yeah. So basically, reference to the guy that his friend's wife is cheating. The Bible says at the witnesses, 2 or 3 witnesses, the truth is established. So he has to have at least 2 instances that he can reference before he can tell his friend. Not just one time seeing her. That's what I'll say. So
All right.
I'm a proponent for him to tell his friend, but he has to have concrete evidence. Not that he's now stalking her, but, he needs to get some, concrete evidence to show his friend.
All
Because
right.
after all, we should be our brother's keeper. Reference to the guy that is attracted to his sister, I'm a proponent of when you're married, the man's people, it's only women from the man's people that live in that house. And it's only women from the men from the woman's people side that would leave their house to avoid that sexual attraction thing, incest, because it's real and some people don't have control.
All right. Thank you.
So it's true.
Real quick, just
so
simplify
the fact that some people don't have control. So
the woman's people should
for
live in
example,
the
I'm the
house.
man, you are the woman. The only person that's allowed to live with us from your side is a man. Maybe your brother.
Oh,
your
okay.
uncle. The only person that's allowed to live with us from my own side is a female.
Okay. All right, got it. Thank you. Confessions Thursday. Welcome. It's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession? Yeah. Do you have a confession?
No, I won't just contribute.
1 minute.
All right. So, see, if I have a friend and my friend cannot tell me the truth, that's not a true friend. I can't be a friend to you and I cannot tell you what the truth is. So he should find a way to tell his friend. What evidence is he looking for? The girl right before him was saying, "Oh, you're cheating on me with so. What else do you want to hear?" He needs to tell his friend. If not, it's a moral obligation to your friend to tell him that this is what I think. Maybe the way to go about it, because of course he's feeling guilty even as it stands.
All right.
So he should let it out. Then on the cancer issue, let's not forget God when we do things too. God can heal cancer and has healed a lot of people of cancer. So also, if they've not tried taking it to a place of prayer, or a man of God could pray for them who has had the history of praying for people who had cancer, he could be healed too. So we could have God to come into this, and let's see what God will do. Thank you.
Confessions Thursday, Nigeria Info. Hello, welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Do you have a confession?
Let me just contribute 1 minute.
Okay.
It takes 2 minutes. For the guy that said he's going to, if he should
Speak up for
tell
me so I don't interrupt you. You have a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, for the one that says if he should tell or not. Okay, my name is Iman. I'm calling from Aja. For me, I will always tell my friend. Because if you don't tell your friend and you eventually say, "Oh, I did not know that I should tell you," that friend will hate you forever. A friend is a friend indeed. We read in the Bible that it says, "Be your brother's keeper." It comes to all this kind of thing now. We'll be our own brother's keeper again. What exactly is happening?
All right.
Whatever
Tell your
will
friend.
happen
Good.
should happen.
Got it.
If they will break, let them break. It doesn't mean anything, but the truth has been told. Thank you.
Confessions Thursday. WhatsApp, welcome to Confessions Thursday, where Nigeria Info. Kemi's going to pick it up now.
All right. This person says, one of my colleagues in the office saw my wife for the first time in the this is another confession, but let me just take reactions quickly.
No,
This
no, no,
person
no,
says
confessions.
confession.
Please, time.
Reactions are too much.
Oh,
This
reactions.
person says, Joyce, good afternoon. I have learned to mind my business lately. If I see my guy's girlfriends cheating, I am not saying anything, because me telling my friend is me putting my self in the situation. But if he has the full proof that the girl is cheating, he can go ahead, but he should be ready to face it. This person has no name. This person says, I will feel guilty if they break up afterwards and their kids are going to suffer, and I don't want that. This person, no name. Okay, Afolabi from Victoria Island says, good afternoon, Madam Kemi and Joyce. The UK guy should not report to his friend though. I once told my uncle about his wife's infidelity. My uncle confirmed the issue himself, but later he forgave his wife without any family member's intervention. Shame no let me go their house again till date since 2013. Even when we meet on Saturday, I hardly sit around the woman. So this person says, I think it depends on the relationship he has with his friend. I think he should read the room before deciding to do that. But me, I will keep quiet and face my front. This person says, I've learned to mind, no name, I've learned to mind my business. Various people have different various deal breakers. This might not be a deal breaker in their own relationship.
This is why this is a question of personal philosophy. Like that, because I think we're not going to run out of opinions. This is why it's a personal philosophy. You as an individual, you know what you stand for, you know what you want in your life, you know the kind of friends you want to keep. So once you establish that, then you determine whether this is the kind of friends you want to keep, your involvement in this kind of friendship, and your own participation in this kind of friendship. So I want to go to this message because the messages we have to read. Yeah. You ready? You want to do that?
Which
do
one?
I do it for you?
No, I have another one. Confession.
Girl, move.
This person says, good afternoon, Joyce. My confession is that I've been married for over 20 years. The marriage is blessed with children. Though I never dated my wife, we just got married without knowing much about ourselves. Now I realize that if I could turn the hand of the clock backwards, I wouldn't have made that choice. Recently, I was having a quarrel with my wife, and she said if I was to pick a husband, she wouldn't have picked me. Honestly, I'm not so happy in my house, but I'm not younger. As a matter of fact, I'm 52 years old. What should I do? Please advise me urgently because I am going gaga.
Okay, so I think it depends. So the truth, I don't think that coming to the realization of the truth has to be caustic. It doesn't have to be war. Some things are just what they are. We were not meant to be can really just be that. It doesn't become more of a truth when you're having a conflict. Like even in the moment of seeming peace, where nobody's shouting, nobody's biting, the truth looks you in the face. So here's what I want to establish. You are not arriving at the conclusion that she's not meant for you in moments of conflict. Even when you're not fighting with her, you just know this is not a decision you should have made. So now you're saying that the last time you had a fight with your wife, she said to you she had a choice, you wouldn't be the guy she chose. Now that's something some crazy people can say out of anger. But then again, it could also be the truth and they said it because they were angry. Because maybe that's the only time they find the courage to say it. Which also is not such, it's not a good thing for you to wait for the moment of implosion. This is why having personal philosophy is so good. So that before the thing becomes a fight, you probably would never see the day a fight will arise because you have dealt with the issue. You accept it and you deal with it. So maybe what this would have earlier been is, we're not into each other. We shouldn't have we shouldn't have been married. How do we separate amicably? You go your way, I go my way. Then both of you can reach an arrangement. So this fighting thing won't happen. But now that she's fighting you and then she's telling you I wouldn't have chosen you. Well, so the question is, what do you want? So there's a price to pay for every decision you make. Let me help you. If you make a decision, this is why you need to meet me at the Lords of Logic. If you make a decision, so let's say, for example, your decision is, I want a woman with this kinds of principle. If you are sure about that, you will remain single until you found that woman. if you're sure about what you want, so that maybe the price that you're going to pay is, you may not find this person, but you may find this person. And then you can say, whatever the price I will pay, this is my choice. End of story. So you don't get into all these bottlenecks of you married the wrong person, you're fighting, now she tells you you're ugly suddenly. No, it's not happening, because you have already dealt with that in the moment of establishing philosophy. Okay, so here is, what do you want? Because you want me to tell you to leave. I'm not going to tell you to leave. I'm going to ask you what you want. Because maybe what you want, maybe what you can manage in the absence of having the courage to stand by anything, is you want a wife who doesn't fight you. Now, okay, maybe you can manage that and just wait for your dying day. You can see a therapist. See the elders. Let them speak to both of you and attempt to manage the conflict in the situation. See how they can bring about peace. They saddle you with some responsibility for the betterment of your relationship. They saddle her with some responsibility to make the relationship better. They tell you to love her. They tell her to love you. Or maybe they tell her to be a slave. Whatever they tell her. If she's good with it. But it's evident that she's not into you. So find out. I don't know whether you are the common denominator kind of guy. You if it's just good enough, you can manage it. Some people can't manage it. Some people don't have the temperance to manage stuff. If it's not it, it's not it. It's this or it's that. It's you're it or you're not. That in between, nobody is there. I'm not there for certain. So what do you want? Do you want someone? But then again, you say you realize that she wasn't the one for you. How much are you willing to pay for that decision? So think about it. How much are you willing to pay? If you're really convinced by that decision, every price is cheap. Suddenly, every price is cheap, including being single. If you're sure that I made a wrong decision, I want to make a right decision. And maybe what that includes is stepping away from this, even if it means I have to be single forever. Like, take in the worst case scenario. If you cannot think that far, if you don't have the courage for that much, then stay here. It's not good. Doesn't feel good, don't taste good, don't look good, it's not good. But you don't have the courage for better. So this is what will be yours. So if this was fate, you don't even have the courage to challenge your fate. But if you had courage to challenge your fate, you can change your fate. That's what it means to have courage. To stand and the earth will move. So decide what you want and how much you're willing to pay for what you want. You might get it. You really might just get it. It's Confessions Thursday.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Are you looking for the right path to study, live, or work abroad without losing your funds to scrupulous travel agents, or you're looking for funds to finance your overseas plans? And if your answer is yes, then do not miss out on this exclusive opportunity. Reserve your seat now for the premium Jackpot seminar with Uzo Ododoba of Wazobia FM. Don't miss out on the opportunity to gain valuable insights, access travel loans, learn proven strategies, get insider tips, network with industry leaders, have one-on-one discussions with seasoned travel experts, and take the next step towards achieving your traveling goals. Date is Saturday, 4th October 2025. Time is 12 noon prompt. Please be punctual. Venue is ITF Building, 5th floor, Fulshaw Williams Avenue, Iporin, Constant, Lagos. Access fee to this event is 20,000 naira and it admits just one person. For seat reservations and further inquiries, please contact the numbers 0802 383 1303, 0802 383 1303, or 0802 377 0699, 0802 377 0699. Hurry now and secure your spots because seats are filling up fast. This event was powered by Strong Voice Media and proudly supported by Wazobia FM, Cool FM, and Nigeria Visa.
All right, Confessions Thursday. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. Turn up the volume of your radio set. Welcome. Do you have a confession, honey? What?
information on what.
I'm sorry you're breaking up. I know you can't hear me, but you're not clear. Hello, I cannot hear you. Can you please hang up and call back? All right. This one goes, Joyce. I met this girl recently. I fell in love with her after a couple of meetups. She is almost all what I wanted in a girl. But here's the thing. She's Yoruba and I'm Igbo. Honestly, I don't care about the whole tribe stuff. But she has concerns about our tribal differences, which she told me about. She's actually the one I want to do life with. She really do love me too. But last night when we were talking, she said something like she's scared her parents will never agree to our relationship because of our tribal differences. She's 28 and has a decent career in tech, while I'm 30 with a decent career too in finance and tech. What do I do, Joyce? You do what you must do. You love the woman that you love. That's what you do. If she says she's afraid, well, both of you go face that fear. There's nothing else to do. It has become duty to face your fear. You don't turn your back on your fear. You face it. And then let what you feel for each other be the barometer that determines whether you will end up together or not. If you love each other hard enough, nothing can get in the way.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now, launch the app on your device. Click the three lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Well, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
right, so apparently a few of the messages here are riling us up in the studio. We're 99.3, we're Nigeria Info. It's about a minute and something before we touch down 2 p.m. on the clock. I don't know how much more messages we can squeeze into the available time. I want to go to telephone lines, except you have something better than what I'm about to do.
This person says, no name. It says the friend should be telling his friend that his wife is cheating, but he shouldn't do it directly. He can go through a third party, like reporting his wife via a contact that the friend does not know belongs to him. Just pack all the evidence and send it to the friend anonymously. If that friend calls the number, you shouldn't answer. So now so we they put mouth without showing our faces. Be that this person says, I shudder at the way other people and are taking this issue today. Almost everyone calling is saying the London guy shouldn't tell his friend about his wife, but no one is considering the danger side of it. What if it were to be something that will harm the guy? Is this how we will all ask the friend to look the other way? For me, I support the subtle way of telling him, which Joyce mentioned. This is shown. This person says, very quick. It says sexual attraction to one's wife's sister can be very natural, unless we don't want to be sincere, especially to us men.
All right, let's hold that thought. We're going to go off on a break. It's 2 p.m. We'll be right back.
Real voices, real stories, real news.
Again, armed herders invade Benue community.
Insecurity will still continue if nothing is done to security retirees who are retired.
You as a government body. Yeah, but you as a government body, you have a responsibility.
Chapman is tackling Dangote for slashing those petrol prices.
They were the ones that have been involved in the pre-subsidy. Now again, they don't want us to have peace.
Inflation in Nigeria drops by fifth month in a row.
Local communities in Katsina State have reportedly entered into negotiations with armed groups.
The president has decided he no longer wants to rest. Is that emergency in Nigeria?
This is 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
If news is your quest, or gist your request, well, somewhere over your rainbows.
Over your rainbow.
Is the sunny side.
They better know it.
With Joyce.
Let's talk.
All right, Lagos. If you've not heard about one play today, that's because I expect you to have played by now. Okay, so I'm just going to drop the gist real quick. This Independence, as we celebrate our nation's birthday, in the middle of all the stress and struggle, one play is saying there's hope for you because they are giving away up to 10 million naira to you. So to be a part of this and win your share of 10 million naira, all you have to do is just dial the code star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. Okay, to play with just 500 naira and follow the prompt and make payments. It's that easy. Or if you have a smartphone that has data on it, you can visit the website www.oneplay.ng. That's number 1play.ng. Select the station of your choice, and this could be either Nigerian Info or any of the sister stations, and you're in the game. All right, you can even play up to 10 times to boost your chances. But here's the good part. Any ticket that has been bought from September 1st to October 1st automatically qualifies for that mega independence jackpot draws. So if you've been playing all this while and you've never won on the WhatsApp Lagos Sunny Side, the evening show, and you're worried, well, guess what? If your ticket came in between September 1st to October 1st, you automatically just qualify to win a part of that 10 million naira. So continue playing, okay? Don't give up. We are giving away 25,000 naira today, and if you play, it just could be yours here on the Sunny Side. Remember that the code star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. Follow the prompt, pick your station Nigeria Info, or just go to the website www.oneplay.ng and choose your preferred station. Okay, make sure you lock in your ticket with 500 naira, and that's it. You get your chance to win big, and it starts now. All this was brought to you by One Play.
All right, so I think this is a very good entry point for the Lords of Logic. I want to thank you all very much for being a part of Confessions Thursday. It's always fun having you come through with your commentary, your emotion, your passion, your sensibility, your logicality, your judgment. And there is a judgment which I think is a solid segue from Confessions into the Lords of Logic. You're listening to Nigeria Info. It's 3 minutes past 2 p.m. You're on the sunny side. My name's Joyce, and I want Kemi to go back to the message about the last message she read, because I think we can pretty much just inject that into the framework of logic and emotion.
Okay, this person says sexual attraction to one's wife's sister is very natural, unless we don't want to be sincere, especially to us men. And I'm of the opinion that it ends in the thoughts and it never becomes an action. You have not done anything wrong. Getting sexually attracted to a beautiful woman is a natural thing to all men. You just have to eliminate situations that bring up temptation by removing the tempting factor away from the picture. If not, you will fall for it. My advice to the guy that is attracted to his wife's sister is that let her leave your house. The fact that she's wearing your clothes to do TikTok videos is a sign that she wants to be involved with you. So it's only a matter of time before you fall, unless you act now.
Okay, so when I first read that message, the Lords of Logic has started, though, just so you know, anything I say now, we're on the Lords of Logic, all right? Okay, so when I first heard the message, I felt I didn't even bother with disappointment because I didn't quite give him much credit. I felt slight rage. And then I made a choice to verbalize the rage in a way that can afford the other person, any other person, an attempt to understand why this can, by my logic, be something that enraging because even though his words appear to be quote unquote logic, it has touched something inside of me that stirred a kind of bitterness, a kind of like, well, you know, that kind of, you kind of get it, huh? Okay, good. Then I say, okay, I'm not going to act in this way. I'm going to act in another way. So what I have done is the logicality of this particular reading has touched me one side of the brain and another side of the brain. So what logic is now is I'm having to speak, quote unquote, logically. But everything now that is coming out of my mouth is coming off of a bedrock of emotions. All right? Well, on the Lords of Logic, I know you think you're not. You are. So let's analyze the thought. He says it's normal to have an attraction to your wife's sister.
Yeah, he deleted it.
And I noticed with Persian culture. So I guess we can just as of today, Afghanistan. I know there's a part of Judaism that also practices this thing I'm about to say. I first read of it in Greece, and then I traced it back to Persian culture. It was this sexual attraction to male children. In fact, there's a part of Judaism that says you can sleep with a boy that's not older than 8 years old. Yeah. And so the word you're looking for is pederasty. 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 It's the socially acceptable practice of sexual attraction to boys. Culturally accepted practice. It is still practiced in Afghanistan today. It is called something Bachi. You can Google it. Google sexual attraction to boys. Honey, move like the speed of light. Okay, so a thing can become aware. You can become aware of something, and you have a duty to understand it. So you have a sexual attraction to a woman, and did his message say something about we have to accept it because it's common to men?
Yes,
like
it's
that?
normal for a man to be moved towards.
So it seems as though from his logic it is normal. God alone knows all the things that can become normal if we allow normalcy by our own standard. If by my own idiosyncrasies I think that slavery should still be a thing now, and I happen to be part of an elite black group that supports slavery, you would stand over there and say it's wrong. But my judgment is, by virtue of power and privilege, is that I would like slaves, and you look like a slave to me, and I will take you against your own will as slave. So now if you're going to say it is not good, you don't have enough force by bare language to say it's not good. Something else has to inform logic for it to be persuasive enough for you to say slave or slavery is not good. Attraction to male attraction to boys is not good. Don't even take my word for it. Just Google it as I'm saying it.
I said it.
What's the word? Something batchy.
Yeah, Bachi.
Bachi. Okay. Yeah. So that's it happens in Afghanistan.
Boy play.
Yeah, good. And then I remember reading something, I'm not sure which culture I read that thing in, and they say women are for procreation and boys are for pleasure. Yeah, women are for There are a number of cultures that practice this thing. It's Persian culture, Persia, old Persia. Yeah, that women are for sexual pleasure and boys are for... No, women are for procreation and boys are for pleasure. And that's by a community. Even today is permissible. So for you to upset that, logic is not force enough. It's not powerful enough to upset that. Something is informing, something else is happening beneath basic logic for it to be persuasive enough, force enough to upset something that's a cultural norm or cultural practice. Okay, so now I'll tell you I'm offended by this. I'm offended by this because I think you like evil. It's just it's your disadvantage that makes you argue some of your displeasures. If those things that you argue against were largely in your favor, you wouldn't argue about it. So for you to say that this is normal, we have to take an aspect of your emotion into consideration to see what is informing it. Is it normal for your wife to like you and like your brother? Hey, maybe your brother's cuter. Maybe your brother has more money, but your brother made more money after she married you. Suddenly she looks through you every time she's looking at you because one, honestly, maybe your brother not only looks better, he has a better temperament. He is not the guy who thinks logic and emotions are two different things. So his intelligence is certainly better than yours. And then he greets her so politely, better than you greet her. Suddenly your brother is a better appeal than you are should your wife keep you to the side and pick up your brother. Because it disadvantages you, because you're at a disadvantage in that picture, you will say no. You'll call her a whore. You'll say she didn't love you. Now, so for you to make a decision as to whether your wife reserves the right to displace you for being inferior by every measure, to take a man whom she thinks is better, you have to make an emotional argument. Something has to be better than, why are you doing it? Or you should not do it. It's not good. You want to prove why it's not good. You want to state why it's not good. And for you to be capable of proving anything to not be something, fundamentally, there's an emotional lining upon which your arguments must be based. Or at least I think so. For it to be persuasive. I want to give you another example, and then we're going to musical break, and it's the Lords of Logic. You already know. So you walk into a store, and there are two similar outfits. You need an outfit. And you say, well, this one has my color. What size is it? They tell you it's a size 12. You're like, oh, I'm a size 12. Okay, I'll take it. That's a fact, I guess. You want clothing, and it's in your color. Basic, 1D type thinking. Another person comes into the store, sees the clothing. Oh, wow, that's nice. And it's in my color. And then he says, before I take it, can I read the label? And he reads the label. And it says made with polyester or viscose. And he's like, oh, no, I don't want it anymore. A minute ago, he wanted it. It wasn't his color. It's his size. But another fact has come to the scene. A fact that's informed by something that transcends logic So now he doesn't want, suddenly what looked beautiful a minute ago doesn't look beautiful anymore because it's made from polyester or viscose, and he doesn't want that. He wants silk. He wants cotton. He'll take linen, but he wouldn't take polyester. It's a fact by his measurement or judgment. So even though it looks as though isn't it just clothing? It's as though he's having a deeper assessment of what must inform choice. The other guy has probably picked up the clothing, gone to wear it. He's taken a picture for Instagram and asked all of you, how are you? It's a beautiful Friday. What you doing tonight? This other one is still going through the tedious process of, why isn't it in my favorite color? Why isn't it linen or silk? Why isn't it this? Okay, no, I don't like the sleeve. I prefer it this way. So you see the other facts are informing a decision. If we go off on a break, when we come back, welcome, Lords, to the Lords of Logic. My name's Joyce. You say, oh, wait, when we come back, we have to define what you mean by facts. We're picking it up from there on the sunny side. My name's Joyce. I'm going well.
What's that station again?
Oh, yeah, Camo, come by. Here's one thing you need to know about yourself. So, like, here we did talk.
Yep, bullseye. That's the one. You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info's The Sunny Side. The Sunny Side. Welcome. My name's Joyce. on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
There are mysteries to the universe we were never meant to solve. But who we are and why we are here are not among them.
And so, we do not leave to chance our duty to think. For why else then are we free beings? For it is slaves who run into fantasies, flatteries, and fads as one goes into sickness.
What is your profession?
Run along and tell your Xerxes he faces free men here, not slaves.
Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
It was normal to make child sacrifice in cultures in Europe. And then maybe what it would appear to be modernization, civilization, the entry of Christianity, refining of the laws to imitate some standard in religion, that was eradicated on a social level because the occult still do it. So what do you mean with what's normal? If you if you like something that occurs to you, does it make it normal? Or what should inform normalcy? Are you looking for normalcy, or are you looking for rightness? Now, I know you want to talk about facts. I told you we'll speak on facts. Let's define facts by your standard. What is a fact? What informs fact? We're really just trying to I'm working with your logic, which is your attempt at separating logic from emotions. And you say logic is fact. So let's define fact. And what are the facts? What informs facts? It's the Lords of Logic. Welcome. My name's Joyce. Nigeria Info is the Lords of Logic. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Good to have you. Tell us your name. You're a Lord on the Lords of Logic. Go ahead.
This is Lord Tony Fonoma.
Good to have you. Thank you. Welcome, Lord Tony.
Joyce, I believe strongly that logic and emotions are intertwined. That is, both systems in questions inform human behavior and also decision making. Now, while logic provides objective and critical thinking, emotions, I believe, on the other hand, offer valuable insight to motivation and the way we adapt to situations. In other words, I want to say that emotions influences logical reasoning. Now, let me give you an instance. Someone might come to...
Have I lost you? So I'm just going to make my notes. You say emotions. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I could have heard you wrong. You say emotions replace logical reasoning. Okay, I've lost you. Hopefully you make it back. Kemi, are you useful to me? Kemi, how useful are you?
Very useful. Around 9 questions.
9? I never thought you were that good. Okay, good. Let's see.
I'm looking at this people.
Oh, you're reading.
Yeah.
Lords of Logic. Welcome to the show.
Yes, good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. It was good to have you on the show. I'm with you. Go ahead, please. Have I lost you? Yeah, I have lost you too.
Something is wrong with it. Let me just go to WhatsApp.
Okay, sure.
Okay, this person says, emotions cannot destroy or distort facts. Just like a mathematical certainty or constant, facts are very stubborn things. Overruling all theories or hypotheses based on suppositions, and instinct agrees with logic to its say so. Rather than destroying or distorting facts, when emotions are added to facts, they become amplified and more convincing.
Okay, so you didn't define from your comprehension what logic is. Because if you are able to define it, we can meet you halfway. I would like for you to define it, because definition also affords us comprehension as to the point you're trying to drive home. Once again, you are saying that logic and emotions are two separate things. I told you last week, I told you to read it. I've told you 5 times, if not more, that emotions are wired into the human brain. You don't have to take my word for it. You can just check it out. If emotions are wired into the human brain, what do you suppose is happening when, by your assumption, you are making a logical and a non-emotional decision. I just need understanding. So we're struggling with the thin line between logic and reason. So you say that there's a line there. I'm saying, how evident is that? Okay, well, thank you so much for writing me. The Lords of Logic, welcome to the show. Define your facts, please. Hello, welcome to the show. My name's Joyce. What's your name?
Hello. Good afternoon. My name is Benjamin. I'm
Welcome,
calling from
Lord
Yaba.
Benji. Go ahead.
Yeah. Fact is defined as a statement of absolute certainty. When you are talking about facts, the degree of truthfulness or genuineness of a fact must be 100%. Then that's a fact. When we are talking about logic and emotion, it's like we are just playing with words. Emotions is an extreme form of logic. Logic is an act of reasoning. For example, there is something somebody might be telling somebody at a particular time, and if the person, takes a decision, it's due to emotions. When women want things from their husband, there's a time they tell them, get me this, get me that. And that time the man cannot really reason well. You get what I mean? So emotions is an extreme form of logic. So
emotions an extreme form of logic. Okay, wait, Lagos, we're off on a break. We'll be right back.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this. This October 1st, Lagos will shake. Get ready for the biggest night in boxing history. Chaos in the ring. From the USA to the UK, from Ghana, Tanzania, Morocco, and Nigeria, the Warriors are coming to the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. 10,000 seats, VIP lounges on the arena floor, VVIP experiences like never before.
Electrifying walkout featuring international celebrities and musicians.
This Independence Day, witness power, glory, and pride collide in the ring. Chaos in the ring. October 1st at Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Onikon, Lagos. Tickets available now at onboard.com.
For inquiries, simply call 0708-781-9376. On Instagram is at Balmora Promotions.
Don't miss history in the making. Chaos in the ring. Brought to you by Balmoral Group Promotions and American Promotions.
If the world was ending, I wanna be next.
It is an incontrovertible fact that the future of power is solar. It is becoming increasingly clear that solar is the way to go if reliable, clean, and uninterrupted power is our goal. Our homes need power, our offices need power, our public buildings need power, our lives and activities need power, and of course, I mean reliable power. Now, at the Solar World Electric Technology Limited, we have cut our teeth as professionals in the business of solar and renewable energy, ranging from inverters, lithium-ion batteries, solar panels, solar water heating systems, solar street lights, etc. You can visit our office at the Seco Mall, 5th Roundabout, Lekki Ebe Expressway, Jakonde, Lagos, or our website on www.solarworldelectric.com. You can call us on 0906-331-5492. Solar World Electric Technology Limited. We are redefining the limits.
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable. And to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
People say I'm good looking, funny, hardworking, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
So whether in the office or at home,
in the streets or on the dance floor,
anytime, any day, I never lose my confidence. And the secret to my confidence is Wazobia perfume.
Absolutely. Wazobia perfume gives the authenticity and long-lasting fragrance all day. That's my secret confidence.
Wazobia perfume is available in body spray.
Also available in supermarkets and markets near you. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
This is where the headlines meet the hot takes.
What are the feelings of people knowing that Fubara is set to return as governor of Rivers State?
We have crisis before, we have actions during, and definitely there will be some actions after.
Regulation of food prices. I think that some miracle is supposed to happen, and our magician is the president.
The farmers that you are giving directives to say you want to crash the full price, they are not only farmers.
You know, some of these monies that we've continuously been taxed.
Like, seriously. Or they were just brought in by devil to come and make us suffer.
Kogi state government has lamented that youth take weapons and food to bandits.
Nigeria's investors who are in the diaspora are complaining. You are asking investors who are not in Nigeria to come and invest. Are you kidding me?
Stay with us on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome, Lords, to the Lords of Logic. It's 29 minutes past. Okay, honey,
After
go.
2. Lagos, attention secondary school in Lagos. It's back bigger and bolder than ever. It's the season 9 of the Back to the First Secondary Schools Debate Tournament. All right, this November, the battle for the ultimate bragging right begins. And if you have what it takes to face the brightest, youngest minds in Lagos, and you are sure that your school can rise to the occasion, debate, and claim the crown, then listen up, because this is your moment. Registration is ongoing and it will close on September 30th. Okay, that's this month on September 30th. So go now and register. Remember, registration is school based, not individual based. So you have to register as a team. Gather your team, register, and secure your spots early. Here's how to register. Visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I beg to differ banner, fill the form, and that's it, you're in. Remember, www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I beg to differ banner, and that's all. Fill the form and you're in. It's not just a debate, it's the Tournament of Champions. It's I beg to differ, the Tournament of Champions.
All right. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. I'm taking your commentary. I'm listening to your arguments. But I thought it would be necessary, what it's worth, to share with you things that you are very familiar with, that are human emotions. And then, if you can, then I guess you want to dare separate human logic from much of these emotions I'm about to list for you. Anger, sadness, disgust, fear, happiness, surprise, joy, anxiety, enjoyment, love, shame, amusement, anticipation, disappointment, frustration, gratitude, pride, or calmness, doubt, embarrassment, emotion, grief. A few examples of what it is when you hear emotions. So I'll pick up your thoughts from there. Nigeria Info is the Lords of Logic. My name's Joyce. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Okay, so do us all a favor. I beg you, in the name of all things that shine so brightly, and in the name of the good, turn up the volume of your radio set. I think the easiest task here is attempt to define facts, and let's pry into the definition, because I think facts can be simplistic in a way that it doesn't capture the whole picture. And then there is a fact that can capture the whole picture, which, for it to be the whole picture, emotions are a fundamental, a substrata of that logic, what you would like to call logic. Okay. The Lords of Logic, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon.
If you can hear me, speak up for me, please.
It's Emmanuel. I'm speaking to you from the
Okay, hold.
Now,
what's your name?
Emmanuel.
All right.
I'm speaking to you from Ekpe.
Go ahead.
Sometimes it takes discipline to do what is right. Okay?
Pardon me. Could you bring it back? It takes what?
I say it takes discipline.
Discipline, okay.
Yeah, to do what is right. We've seen people who believe probably they are married to a wrong person, and probably find Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, move into such, that is another marriage, and then it ends up not working out, But if probably there is discipline, you will be able to see better, than making, that is you will be able to see better, than being tricked, by
you would be able to make a better judgment.
Yes, a better judgment. a good example. There's this guy, Murphy Chamber. Who worked. I think you worked together in one of the radio stations or so. I don't know. But there was a time, that he said that some money was kept with him. I think 150 million back then, probably 15 years or so. Now, something was telling him to take the money, and run away. But he was another thing was telling him, that he should be disciplined. That after all, this money he can waste this money and so on. He ended up not taking the money away, and I think he did better. Than if he took the money away. Probably squandered the money, and then the name would get spoiled and so on. And for the marriage, for people sleeping with.
Are you on the Lords of Logic discussing Confessions Thursday?
No. You talked about the people who sleep with young boys for pleasure, and then women for whatever. Deep inside them, I'm not from their culture, okay, but deep inside them, I know something will most likely tell them, they are wrong.
Go ahead. I'm waiting for you to touch it. Go.
That is why I say, for a disciplined person, you'll be able to separate the wheat from the chaff, and then that discipline will drive you into going that right path.
Okay, so what's the spirit or the force behind that? Is that logic or emotions? And basically, I mean the emergence of logic and emotions. So what is it? Is it just logic, or is it logic and emotions?
No, it's not logic. It's not logic. Discipline has to do with emotion, because you will probably be able to figure out, that this is going to be the consequence of this thing. You'll be able to, and again, you want to do it in a way of which you want to flip the table. That what if it's the other way around? Probably I'm the younger boy, and then this boy, is the elderly. Isn't it embarrassing? Isn't it painful? So it comes with emotion.
So basically, are you saying that you can't even be intelligent without emotions?
No, you can't be. You can't be.
It took you 3 weeks to get here. Well, I'm glad you came. Thank you so much for... Thank you. It's the Lords of Logic. Remember, I think a soft landing would be if we define logic. I did tell you that logic has a 1D outlook and has a 3D. So 3D will include all the angles that should inform decision. So a thing can be said to be a fact, but it can also be a narrow way to look at it. So you go to Thailand. Yeah. And so now they have girl boys in Thailand. It's a fact. You go to Thailand. Have you been to Thailand? You should. Those boys look prettier than girls. The deception is it's near perfection. But I think maybe as part of the trade, they must tell you what they are, and then you must choose. So you go to Thailand, you see a very pretty girl.
This is your vlog. Literally, it's also my.
So you go to Thailand, you see a very pretty girl. In your mind,
it's a pretty girl.
It's a pretty girl.
But it's a boy.
And that's a fact.
Damn.
Now, so there are layers to this fact. Is she a girl or is she a boy?
Is she?
Well, so there are layers. So is she just a girl or is this a boy? Okay, good. Now she says she's a girl boy, non-binary. Okay, good. You, now that they have given this offering to this sacrifice, take and do with me as you please. Type off. Why would you say no? To say no, if a stranger heard you say no, oh, that's logic verbalizing its presence. But something is informing the decision to say no. I don't know. Welcome to the Lords of Logic.
Wow.
Nigeria Info, how are you?
Hello, Joyce.
Good to have you. What's your name?
God.
Okay.
Godman. All right, Joyce, I want to ask you a question before I go on. Emotions, what do you think? Are they good or bad?
You're on the Lords of Logic. If you don't have it to give to me, you don't have it. Don't waste my time, honey.
I want to know what you think because you wrote about this. I want to know what you think about it.
Is my thinking supposed to be your judgment? I'm asking you to give me. Are you afraid to admit that you are an emotional being?
If you don't want to give me, let me go on.
You don't have anything to give me at this point.
I have.
Okay, I'm supposed to help you. Okay, good. Let me help you. Emotions are not bad. Okay, good. Emotions are not. Hold on a second. Emotions are not bad. If we want to determine what an emotion is, we have to pry into motive. Emotion is not bad. Logic is not even bad until we establish motive. So the guy who says it's not a problem to sleep with your wife's sister or be attracted to, that's logic. The moment we pry into the motive, we know if it's good or bad. The men sleeping with boys in these cultures, well, I don't know. Is it good or bad?
So emotions can be good and they can be bad. It's what you do with
anything.
them.
A gun can be good or it can be bad.
It's what you do with them that matters.
So where you going
you
from
mentioned
here?
Some emotions just now. No, you mentioned some emotions just now. Anger. What was the other one? Lust. We know that lust is not good. Now people, some other emotions. Some of them were good. Some of them were bad. So emotions can be good and bad. At the end of the day, what you do with them in expressing them, that's how would I put it now? That's what matters at the end of the day. So Joyce, yes, and there was a football match recently in Liverpool.
You are a lord. You come, you give me some scrap response, and then you're talking football from here? You're not a lord. See yourself out.
Can you let me land?
No, I don't have that time. That's the problem.
He had a yellow card, and then he scored another goal. And he just was not thinking. In the excitement of the moment, he pulled out his shirt. And that's another yellow card. He was not thinking at that point. He was carried away by the excitement, by the emotions, and then lost it all. It was really a stupid thing. I'm sure we all, now in the brain, we have the right hemisphere. You said something, Joyce. You said something. You said emotions are wired to the brain. They are wired to the brain, but not all the brain has emotions wired to them. The right hemisphere of the brain does with creativity. Yes, I read about this. It does with creativity, intuition, and the left side of the brain deals with logic, analytical thinking, and all that. So it depends on how you want to flow with it. If an emotion comes, I'm sure we all have even been in a situation, Joyce, like you, for example. If the former you, when you get angry, you could just act out the anger. But now, emotional intelligence has taught you better. You are able to just relax and not act on the emotion. So my point is, and let me just summarize. Intertwine, yes, logic and emotions can intertwine together. We can use them together to act together. And at the same time, we can separate them. It depends on what we want.
Give me an instance where you can separate it. Give me one instance where you can separate it. And by the way, don't talk for. Hold on, let's fix that real quick. Don't talk for me. That's a very erroneous thing to do. I'm still who I am. I still flip out. I need to flip out. I don't have the patience for nonsense. I flip out. Don't fix that. I'm not fixing it.
Yes,
the reason I gave that example was to show. Excuse me. The reason I gave you that example was to show you that even though I'm trying to, in your term, express words which you poorly categorize as just logic, I explained to you that beneath my words are emotions of rage. I don't see how that's a good example for you to back up your argument.
I believe you. I'm sorry for bringing you up. But even I've been there.
Just don't misrepresent me.
Emotions to be a part of me, and I acted in a way that was not rational. I regretted it at the end of the day. I've been there also where the emotions were there. I didn't react with them. I decided to suppress them. That's emotional intelligence. What you do with the emotions.
So then when you say let's be logical, let's be logical, let's not be emotional, what you actually mean is self-control. So that in self-control is both logic and emotion.
Not necessarily.
Give me an example where logic can be independent of emotion. Give me one example.
I even just mentioned one. That footballer I mentioned.
Yeah.
If he was thinking, yeah, he had a yellow card already.
For removing his shirt.
Yes, and he was not thinking at that point. His excitement took over him.
Yeah.
And
So
then he was not
you
thinking.
think that was a non-logical?
Where was his logic when he did that? Where was his logic?
What makes you feel that was not a logical behavior? Because he got a yellow card? Just because he got a yellow card doesn't mean he's a mental patient. It's a logical It's a logical reaction to score a goal and take off your shirt. It's an emotion. It's excuse me. It is hinged on emotions. Excuse me. It is hinged on emotions, and it's a logical response to excitement. He's not insane for taking off his shirt.
If it was a logical decision he made, he wouldn't be getting the card. He
got the card because by the rules of the game, don't take off your shirt. If you say it's not illogical, you mean it's illogical. So certainly you're inferring that there's a tendency to madness in that. Yeah, but maybe excitement can have slight elements of, what you may regard as excitement. But he doesn't suddenly become an insane person because he took off his shirt, or he doesn't become illogical for taking off his shirt.
What about those who got excited like he did and did not act on that?
That's a choice they made. He is not less of a rational being because he took off his shirt. What are we doing?
If I was in his shoes, I wouldn't take off my shirt.
That's you, but somebody did, and it doesn't make him less of a rational being because he did.
At that point, he was emotional and not logical. That's my point. Sometimes
at that point, he was both logical and emotional because he didn't score a goal and shoot somebody. You see that? What? Oh, God. Yeah, we're off on a break.
Welcome to your trusted financial empowerment program, proudly brought to you by FXCM Academy. This show is here to open your eyes to real opportunities in the financial markets, helping you discover smarter ways to earn extra income and take charge of your financial future. With uncertainty in today's economy, one thing is clear: you can't just rely on one source of income anymore. Diversification is no longer a choice, it is a necessity.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.